Anthony Smith fired back at MMA fans at the UFC 301 Media Day. Recently, Anthony has been getting backlash from fans over his critique of Alex Pereira after UFC 300. Anthony says that the fans are stupid.
Every other fighter is confident in themselves and is outspoken about it. They get encouraged, but for some reason, you seem to get a lot of flack for it. Why do you think that is?
Well, some of it is the position I put myself in as being an analyst, right? So fans are stupid. Like they can't, they are. Like, you guys write an article and they don't read the article. They just read the headline and they just make up the rest in their head. Like, if they actually read it, almost everything I say makes a lot of sense. Every once in a while, maybe I have some crazy takes, but it's not that often. And honestly, me and my friends play a game. Like, what kind of crazy can I say to see what the fans will say? Like, then they just play into it. So it is what it is. But they can't separate me as an analyst and me as an athlete. So when I'm talking about someone as an analyst, I don't put myself into that. Like, like, I can talk about Alex Pereira all I want. I'm not talking about how it would be with me. I'm not even saying I'm better than he is. How I feel about myself personally has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I've said he's a fantastic striker. No lies there. Said he's probably not a great grappler. Does anyone in this room think that he's a black belt grappler? Come on. Like, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm saying what he's done at this level for as long as he's done it is amazing. DC's loud ass out there said the exact same thing and no one said. But as soon as I say it, because I'm still competing, they have a problem with it. And I've just gotten to the point where I don't really care. It doesn't matter. Like, the fighters know that I'm speaking the truth, because you don't see anybody coming up in hallways trying to fight me about it. They know I'm right, and that's totally fine. I think some of it is, I get a little bit crazy with Michael on the BYM a little bit, and we go crazy, but it is what it is.
Security hilariously had to separate Alex Pereira and Daniel Cormier.
Dude!
And with two broken toes.
Oh! That's got. Oh! What the hell? Hey! Stop this guy! Hey, someone please! Someone please! Security!
I'm coming.
Security! Watch you! Oh! Hey, please!
Alex!
Security!
Enough.
Hey!
Enough.
Hey! I'm old guy now. Hey, I'm old guy now. I find ways to win. One, eye poke, kick balls. I'm gonna get your now. You better look behind your head, eyes.
Michael Bisping previews Jose Aldo versus Jonathan Martinez. Bisping also discusses how it was initially supposed to be Aldo versus Dominic Cruz. Aldo versus Martinez goes down at UFC 301.
He's only lost being that long in the tooth to the absolute creme de la creme. But all the time away that it's been, the body started feeling good again. He's like, you know what? I've still got this. I feel great. He's going to come back to Rio. He is the king of Rio. He is beloved. He's a massive, massive draw. No doubt he's getting a fat paycheck. And apparently it's the last fight on his contract. And then he's trying to get on the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson card. Now, I don't know what his chances are of that, but I literally read that. I think it was Yahoo Sports or something like that. But hey, fair play to the guy. Fair play, right? Because Jose Aldo is an absolute legend of the highest degree, but it ain't going to be easy against Jonathan Martinez, a man that is now beating people the way that Jose Aldo used to beat people. What do I mean by that? I mean, using the leg kicks to absolutely devastating effect. Last time, I think it was Adrian Yanez. Smoked him, man.
Did you see, by the way, I just thought this was very cool. It was originally supposed to be Dominic Cruz.
Yeah.
Cruz was in training camp for the Aldo fight and he got hurt. And then last minute, you get Jonathan Martinez instead. So,
yeah, I got to tell you what, that would have been cool. Dominic Cruz, Jose Aldo. That's like one of those bantamweight fights that got away. It's almost like, it's not as bad as John Jones versus Anderson Silva or GSP versus Anderson Silva because they're different weight classes. But you know what I mean? Two legendary bantamweights finally going at one another. Granted, I think it's fair to say neither of them in their prime, but just for nostalgia purposes, just for the hardcore fans, people that used to watch the WEC back in the day, and of course for the people of Rio, and for any mixed martial arts fan, that would have been sick to see.
Manel Kape is confident that he can beat Israel Adesanya in a street fight.
Did you see how big Adesanya is when he stood up?
I'm undefeated in the streets, bro.
You don't give a huh?
I don't give a I'm undefeated.
You don't care how big or small somebody is.
I beat already many guys of his.
That motherfucker taller than me.
I don't give a I don't give a I'm stabbing him.
You think you could beat up Israel Adesanya?
I think, bro, you crazy. I'm thinking. Putting him in front of me in the streets, and we're gonna say he's everything in the streets. MMA.
Yeah, but Israel Adesanya is pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I'm pretty good too, bro.
I love it.
Khamzat, Chimaev, and Michael Venom Page were training together. MVP posted this to his Instagram. In the caption, he wrote, "Pleasure to train alongside such a beast. Much respect and happy birthday." MVP also attended Khamzat's birthday party. Jon Jones has responded to the MMA Guru. Guru made a 40-minute long video last week about how he believes Jon Jones is in the closet. A link to that video will be in the description. Jon responded moments ago via X. First, he posted this photo. Jon was getting roasted in the replies. The post was deleted moments later. He followed up with this. He wrote, "Crazy that we live in a world where influencers can persuade the minds of the boys on the internet. Literally some random loser with a microphone in his basement. People can just say anything they want these days. I find it fascinating." A fan replied, "It's a shed actually." Jon said, "I'll take the new fans." Another fan replied, "He's gonna make a video now. You made his entire life. He's now happy that you acknowledged him. Good job, Jon." Jon replied, "Bro, what a powerful position to be in. Someone mentions your name and maybe make a few more $100 or even $1,000 for themselves that year. I'm a blessed dude. All good things." And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Hard Hitters Inc. 1394. To say what you want about Volk's 2 losses, but at least he was down to fight anyone, anywhere, anytime, unlike this new champ. The second one's from Joshua Mendoza. Says Max and Volk were always down to fight anyone, anywhere, at any time. That's a champ's mindset. And the final one's from Papa Chubb. It's in reference to Sean Strickland getting ding-dong ditched. It says Strickland gonna turn this into a rant about how the ding-dong ditcher ain't a real man. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.